Hello everyone, Saw. I watched all of the films, all the Saw films, and I'm here to talk about them. I'm here to tell you about them, review them for you. Now, speaking of reviewing, this is how the video is going to work. I'm first going to review all 7 films, well, 8 DVDs in this case, and if you watch my DVD updates, you'll know what I mean when I say 8 DVDs. But yeah, I will be reviewing all 7 films, then I will be rating all 7 films, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10, and then I will be ranking worst to best. So we have 3 categories. We're going to, of course, start off with just the average reviewing. We're going to start off with, of course, Saw 1. Really good movie, really good. It's made on, it just had such a low budget, and for an Aussie film with a low budget, it really did please me. And it is made by Melbourne Australians. And if you guys watch my videos, yeah, that's where I come from, Melbourne, Australia. And it was really clever. It's more scary than the others, than the other ones. The 1, 2, and 3, even though they're less gory than the final 4, they're more scary and gritty than the final 4. And especially this one, because it takes place in one room. And for a film that takes place in one room, it is extremely great. It's just very clever, and Danny Glover's character was a bit weird. The only parts that I really enjoyed with him in it were the parts where he's talking to Amanda about the reverse bear trap, which was one scene, and also the part where they catch Jigsaw, and you'll see, if you watch the movie, you'll know what I mean, when I do this. Catch Jigsaw. Sorry. Very, very sorry. I'll stop doing that now. But yeah, very good movie. Saw 2. I have 2 DVDs of Saw 2. First one is the average DVD that I got from my shopping centre. Yeah, cool. And then we have the very, very, very cool DVD I have of Saw 2. The special edition where it has the Venus flytrap X-ray 3D cover. We have got the key in his eye. Yeah, so I love this movie obviously because I got 2 versions of it. Yeah, great film, very clever. They're all trapped inside his house, and we have Donnie Wahlberg talking to Jigsaw nearly the entire time. So great way to handle a sequel for a movie like Saw. You'll see why. You'll see why he's talking to Jigsaw. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's still very, very clever. We get a really good look at Jigsaw. Not his backstory, but how creepy he is. I just love this movie so much. Definitely pick this up. Definitely pick up this version. This is a great version. No scams or anything. Just really good. I'm just so glad I picked this up. And I'm so glad I picked this up as well because it's a really cool design with the fingernails. But we're not here to talk about the covers. We're here to talk about the actual movie. And the actual movie is absolutely fantastic. The characters we're following with these traps, so enjoyable. Not good people necessarily, but just really enjoyable people. And the twist wasn't the best twist in all the Saw movies, but it is still very surprising and very, very good. Just a very good twist. And then we have Saw 3, which is definitely not the best one. I was actually disappointed with this movie a bit because it does take a while to get going. The character we're following with these traps is a bit of a boring character, very boring character, the one who's going through the tests. But with Jigsaw and Amanda and the doctor in the hospital room, those parts were insanely amazing. Yeah, that's what saved the movie for me. It's not great, but it's still really good, and that's because of the traps and also the Jigsaw hospital room scenario. But yeah, it's definitely not a good film because of the main character, the main victim, you could say, the guy who's lost his son. But more of a good movie because, of Jigsaw himself, and the traps. Just clever, really clever. And the rack, love the rack, the trap, not the not a woman's rack. Sorry. I'll stop now. And then we go straight on to Saw 4. Saw 4 was actually it was a good film, wasn't it? It was better. Sorry, it was better than Saw 3, but it wasn't nearly as good as Saw 2 or 1. But still a really good film. We get a closer look at Saw, Jigsaw, John Kramer, as a character, not just how creepy he is, like in Saw 2, but how he did all his work and why he did all this work. But yeah, definitely check this movie out if you're a fan of Saw and you want to know. If you want to know lots of unanswered questions, if you want to know the answer to lots of the questions you have about John Kramer as a human being in this universe. But yeah, it's still a good movie. It's very clever. It's when the people started saying, people started saying they should have kept it as a trilogy. It started to become torture porn. I love torture porn like a single grown man loves normal porn. So yeah, really, I like this one. Then we go straight on to Saw 5. Love Saw 5. The people we're following with the traps, great. Not great people, obviously, but very enjoyable. Just kind of like number 2. Opening traps, great. This is the most clever. Like Saw 5, 6, and 7. 6 and 7, I'll talk about in a minute, obviously. They're the most clever, in my opinion. The 3 of them. Love this movie. Saw 1, 5, 2. Saw 5, 2, 6, and 7, most clever. Just a really good film. We have Detective Hoffman, who I loved in this movie. He was way better than he was in the previous one. I reckon it's just really cool. Really, really cool. The way they concluded it, there was a big scene about a guy getting crushed, which I thought was really awesome. We're following Agent Strahm, however you say his name, throughout the movie. It's a great, yeah, he was a good person to follow, even though, like, if someone said, how would you like it if they made a movie where you follow Agent Strahm, a Saw movie, I would have said, boring, but in this case it wasn't. They actually made it work. And yeah, really good film. Then we go on to Saw 6, which might be even better. I love this movie. Watched it today. Love this movie. It's fantastic. The person we're following with the traps he's a good character. He's not a good character. None of the characters that we follow with these traps are necessarily good people, but he's an enjoyable character. The traps are great. I just love this movie so much. It's great, and with the ending, you'll love the ending. I reckon this could be even better than Saw 5, which was a hard task at the time. Sorry, before it falls off the table. But yeah, really good film. Like I said, the ending's great. The twist is pretty good. Love the twist. But yeah, very smart. And you'll love it. Not much to say about this one. All I have to say is that it's a great Saw film, and what I love about these Saw movies. And I know I should, love number 1 the best. I should love, the cleverness and the scariness of Saw, but I'm kind of liking the goriness of Saw. I'm not sure if goriness is a word. I made it up. Hopefully. But yeah, it's still a very good film. Love it. Then we go on to Saw the Final Chapter. Yeah, have it. Great film. Just watched it today. I love this movie. It's dumb, of course. It's the acting is terrible. I hate the acting. But still, great twist, and the traps are great. Some really good traps in this one, and I'm not, just saying that. It is some great traps that get you on the edge of your seat. But yeah, really do like this one. It's just lots of the things that happen do surprise you. The twist is surprising. We actually get to find out what happened to Dr. Gordon from the first one. We actually get to find out what happened to him after he escaped. Sorry, I just spoiled Saw 1. After Dr. Gordon escaped. Sorry if you haven't seen Saw 1 and you want to. But yeah, very good film. Traps are clever. Everything's so clever. Just the acting's pretty bad. But Detective Hoffman, he's not in it. He has hardly any lines. He's not in it. He's not in it for so long. He's in it for like 10 minutes, but he has like no dialogue. So he's just a very creepy character in this one. More creepy than he was in any of the other ones. But still very, very great. It's a really good film. Really good film. Really, just had a lot of fun with this one. Lots and lots of fun. It's kind of overwhelmed in a way. Let's rate some of these Saw movies. We are going to start off by actually no, I'm going to rank and rate at the same time. So my least favorite. I'm going to go from least to best. Least favorite will have to be Saw 3. I really do like this one, but it is still kind of it kind of took away. I reckon the main character that we're following for these traps kind of ruined it. He lost his son. So yeah, 7.6 for this one. Yeah, it's good. I really like it. I really like this movie. Just it was a bit weird, a bit more strange, and a strange that I don't necessarily like that too often, but still cool nevertheless. It was a cool movie, and yeah, I found enjoyment in it. Again, gave it 7.6. I mean, come on. My number 6, I'm going to have to give to Saw 4. Really good movie, just, second least best. I don't want to say worst. I want to say least best. Worst is kind of a word for bad movies, but yeah, still a good movie. So I'll give this movie a 7.9. Pretty good. 7.7 for this one, actually. Yeah, 7.7. Then we're gonna have to give it to Saw 1. Love this movie. It's really good, but it just didn't quite make the cut for top 3, which it should have. But still, 8 out of 10 for this one. Still really good though. You'll see what I mean. I love it's a very dark movie, and you get so curious about so many things. It just keeps you waiting, and it keeps you just so scared in a way, even though it's not particularly scary. Then we're going to have to go straight into Saw 5, which it was a great film. I love this movie. It's really good. I'm going to have to give it a 8.4 for this one. Really do love it. Like I said, Agent Strum, person we're following for most of the time. Maybe not. Might be a bit boring. Probably will be. But they made it work. Love this movie. Probably the most clever. Yeah, one of the most clever. It's in the top 3 most clever Saw films, for sure. Then, we go straight on. Oh, you got a close-up of my face there. So Saw 6. Saw 6, really great film. Great one. Definitely check it out. Haven't got too much to say, but yeah. I'm going to give it a 8.8. 8.8. Love this one. Really good. Very clever. Saw the final chapter! Yeah. This is my second favourite. Really good. 8.8. These two are about the same for me. It's a tie between 6 and 7. Just really good. Really, really, really good, actually. Yeah, so clever. 8.8. Love the twist and stuff. It's really good. Actually, I'm not sure if I love the twist in that one. Yeah, I have to think about about the twist. Saw 2 is my favourite though. Saw 2, 9.2 for this one. Love it. Clever. They're in his house. Jigsaw's great. All the characters are great. Not great people, but just enjoyable characters. It's really good. Love Saw 2. That's why I have 2 copies of it. But yeah, very clever and suspicious. Just a very dark movie. Like I said, the first 3, most scary. Maybe not the most gory, most scary though. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. And yes, see you all later.